Hi, Sofa King Drunk here again with yet another attempt at an ale review. I'm going to stay in the old backyard here in Glasgow again. I'm going to review one of the Glasgow beers, the Glasgow Brewery, the only brewery really. Well, not really, because you've got the West Brewing Company as well, and the Clockwork as well. And the Kilburn. But this is the oldest one, I would say. This is the oldest brewery in Glasgow. And it's the Tennents brewery, and it's the Tennents Special Ale. Used to be called the Tennents 70 Shilling Ale. They changed it, changed the colour of the can. I'm old enough to remember that. But it's 3.5 in a Richter scale, so it's... show you again, it's not a heavy one. It's one of those ones I have drank in the past, years and years ago when I was on Lagan. I remember about 100 years ago it seems now, I tried brown beer, and this is one of the first ones I went on to. So I have had a go at this before, but I haven't drank it in a long time, so I saw it and I thought, I'm going to get a trip down memory lane. Now, I'm probably mixing it a wee bit here because like so I'm going to get in there and like so put it in the opposition's glass. I'm going to put it in a Younger's glass. Younger's tartan, that's the Edinburgh mob and this is the Glasgow mob, so it'll mix well anyway. Scottish beers anyway, but they were big rivals at one point. So here we go, we'll stick it in here and see what we can come up with. There's the pour. Get it all in there. The old Tennents. As I said, it's only 3.5 in the Richter scale. It's not a big beer. It's one of those ones I used to like. I have drank a lot of this in years gone by. It's very hard actually to find in a pub now in Glasgow on draft, but I did find it about a month ago. I was walking about and a lot of people who watch it, if there's anybody in Glasgow who watches this, you really need to do a lot of mileage in Glasgow to find this now in draft, because you're getting a lot of the beers now that like your Bellhaven Bests and your Tennents. I think they're doing that Velvet and all that kind of stuff, that like so your mixed gas beers, but this is done with the old CO2. And I was down round about the Eggleton Street. Oh, this was maybe about a month ago, and a pub down there, like Glaswegians would know it because it's famous for doing its pub lunches, the cheapest pub lunch in Glasgow apparently, and that was the Star Bar, and they had this in draft, and I had a wee pint of it, and I actually quite enjoyed it in draft. So I thought, I'll need to get a can of that and review it and see what I can come up with. So anyway, I'm going to get in here for a nose and see what I can come up with. Oh yeah, get something off. The old Tennents won't let you down for a nose. Very sweet caramel flavouring to it. Aroma actually, flavouring, that's wrong, it's aroma. It's got a very sweetness, softness. You know you're going to enjoy it when you drink it, and it's people will walk past this in the supermarket and it's got its market and it's like some maybe 40 and upwards. That's the type of people who drink this. Young crew won't drink this. Anyone under 40 will not drink this unless they've got unless they like the brown beers and they've tried it. But it's one of those beers that's dying in Glasgow, and it is a shame. It's died out of the pubs, and I'm going to go in here and I'm going to give it a taste. And the Tennents Special 70 Shilling Ale, I'm giving it a 70 Shilling because it's a proper title. It was a 70 Shilling. So, Slangy Bar, cheers, let's go and see what I can come up with. It's got that lovely creamy caramel about it. It's, what you're smelling is what you're about to drink with the Tennents 70. It's a wee trip down memory lane for me. It's got a lovely wee smack back. Smack back. That's probably my way of saying it's the throwback of the flavours. There's no bitterness at all. It's nice. It's pleasant. It's one of those ones that I know for a fact a lot of Glaswegians of a certain age, they buy a wee half pint of that and a wee dram, a wee whiskey, and they sit all night and they have their drams and then take a wee sip of that just to clear the palate every so often. And it is a pleasant wee beer. I think you can get a box of that for about £6 or something like that, and that is a wee trip down nostalgic memory lane for most Glaswegians. And I remember drinking this a long time ago, and I'm sorry now that I've deserted it, and I won't be. The next time I'm in the Asda's or the Tesco's, I'm going to pick up a 12 box of this, because I only picked up a 4-pack just to review it, and I'm enjoying that. I'm going to keep the sales of this going if I can, or help keep the sales of this going. This is a nice wee beer. I'm really sorry that it's not in the pubs anymore. There's pubs not stocking it anymore. They used to do another great beer as well, the Tennents 80 shilling. You don't see that in the bars either, and that was a slightly more robust, I think it was about 4.5 or something like that on the Richter scale. That was slightly darker, more robust in taste, and that was a good beer. So I'm going to get in here anyway. Again, Sofa King Drunk, before I give you a Sofa King Drunk rating. I'm going to give the Tennents Special Ale, brewed in Glasgow by the Tennents at the Well Park Brewery, 3.5 in the Richter scale. I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10. That's a great wee trip down memory lane for me. I've really enjoyed that, and that is definitely going to be a beer that I'm going to revisit even over this festive period coming up. I'm going to have a few of them, because that's a great wee session beer. It's only 3.5. You could be drinking that Christmas Day or something like all day, just a wee can here, there and there, and like I say, you're not going to absolutely fall asleep in the soup Christmas dinner. Well, anyway, I was so fucking drunk with you. Another attempt at an ale review. So if you're like me, a wee trip down memory lane, you've had the Tennents 70 or the Tennents Special Ale as it's called, please leave a comment. But maybe one other time I'll see you in another beer review. So you guys out there, take it easy, and cheers now. Slanjiva. Keep drinking the good beer. Bye now.